right, hello friends and gamers. Happy Sunday. It is Sunday afternoon. I was gonna say morning, that's a lie. So last night I stayed up later than I ever intended to start catching up with Star Rail 3.2. I ended up doing that for over 2.5 hours. And we still never got to the merch shop update. Like, that is like the thing we're not even in game yet. We need to do this. Depending on how long this takes, I might combine this with the actual in-game patch video. But what I'm planning on doing right now is going through the shop. I kind of want to buy some things, so I might, like, I'll probably record a proper outro for this video. And then if I decide to buy stuff, well, I'll get rid of the outro and tack on like a hand cam. I'm not sure yet, so we'll see. Again, one of like 3 different ways this video could go. Say that a lot, but today it's really true. There is a merch update, and I'm excited because there's some stuff I've been wanting, but also I'm a little bit nervous because I think one of the things I wanted is out of stock. But as how we usually do these, I open up the Amazon shop in an incognito window with a fake zip code so that I don't dox myself. So it might just be out of stock in California, which that's the fake zip code I use. So I don't know, because I was looking at it a little bit last night and I was like, oh no, I shouldn't have waited that long. Oh no. We'll see though. It's not a huge update, but we're gonna get into it. So here's one of them. This one is actually in stock, and why is my mouse wheel not working? Jeez. Okay, we have one of our first Nendoroids in the merch shop. I think it might be the only Nendoroid in the merch shop right now. And I always forget how expensive Nendoroids are, truly. There is a 10% coupon on it, but it is $70, the Dunhung Nendoroid, which I really wanted, but it's $70. There is a coupon, right? So it's like a little bit better, but also $70. I know they're good. I know they're really good quality, but also I'm cheap. I'm cheap as hell. I thought this said glaring face. It says glancing face. And I was like, yeah, that would be a glare. Oh my gosh. I want little Danhung. I do. And like $70 is like the going price of Nendos. So I'm not like, it's not the end of the world, but still, it's kind of expensive. I don't get money back when I do my taxes, guys. I can't even like use my tax return on this. This is definitely like a use your tax return to buy it sort of thing, like treat yourself sort of. This is that sort of thing, I feel like. In this economy, that's what this is. This one is what I probably will think about and maybe get down the road. The coupon probably won't be valid at that point, but this is what I'm gonna have to think about. Because I know there's other Denhung merch out there that I probably also want, so there's that. It's an Nendoroid. I feel like the final consensus on this is it's an Nendoroid. We're all gonna buy it anyways. Come on. Maybe not though, because I know there are some people who like are vehemently against Nendoroids because they think they're like up there with Funko Pops in terms of uncanniness. I think they're cute, but then again, I also own Funko Pops, so who am I to judge? Quite frankly. 2 figurines. We have another figurine, the amazing Yamaguchi Herta action figure. I don't know what this is. It's $170 though, big jump. I'm assuming this is probably the most expensive thing in the shop this update. It's just a little posable Herta figurine. Oh, big hammer. We have Herta's big hammer. That's fun. I do like that they made her hammer. It would be really funny if you got Herta and the Nendoroid and made like gave the hammer to the Nendoroid. That'd be kind of fun. Does it come with the puppets? Because it's not pictured with proper. It does come with the puppets. Oh my god, that's kind of fun. Dialogue board stands. What's a dialogue board? I need a better, because there's like, you can kind of see them in here, the transparent dialogue board, but there's no pictures of it. I want to see the pictures. That's so goofy. They also have like a plastic set of the Astral Express. Is it like a set of the Astral Express? No, this is the in-game renders. Okay, never mind. They just edited her, like green screened her onto her actual office. Okay, fine. I like Herta, but not enough to spend $170 on a figurine. So it's a skip from me. But if you are a Herta enjoyer, I honestly, truly, I think the other Herta figurine is more fun. But maybe you like posable figurines over that. I don't know. You do you. There's 2 different Herta figurines in the shop now. Because I'm talking about the Kuru, which is also cheaper, but quite a bit. I think this one's more fun. So that's my opinion. All right. I also forgot that Clocky was here, so this is gonna be really cursed. Time of first voyage chibi collectible figures. I mean, they're $37.99. What was the price of the, like, not Sweets Parade, but similar that we had before? Do they sell them on the shop? Maybe they didn't. Oh god, maybe they not. These ones are they? The Welcome Tea Party? Yeah, okay, I guess that is the right thing. Yeah, this is the right thing. $31.99. See, that's not bad. Why is there such a big price jump? These ones are $37.99. I guess it's not a huge price jump, and also girl the tariffs, so sure, fine. Because they're all $37.99. Okay. So there's Jinyuan, Bronya, Stell, Luocha, Kalis, and Sela. Weird assortment, but also I'm not surprised. Like, it is a weird assortment, but it's not a surprising assortment. Because Jinyuan is like Hoyoverse's favorite, one of Hoyoverse's favorites, despite not being a meta character in multiple patches. Quite frankly, multiple years at this point. Every now and then he pops up as being like a meta character, but generally hasn't been in the meta for a while, at least as far as I know. Bronya, also a favorite of Hoyoverse, because she's from the original trio. Same thing with Sela. We'll like do a little detour. The Sela one and the Bronya ones are quite cute. I'm considering it. I am, because I really do like them. Luocha being there also doesn't surprise me because he is the Void Archives hair, and there's a whole thing there that no one really knows. So yeah. Then we have Stell on her phone with Pom Pom, and I feel like the Kalis one isn't as fun. The Kalis one is like normal, what I would expect from these figurines. But then the Stell one, they have her doing the idle animation on her phone with a stressed out pom-pom. That's cute. I think the Stell one is better. If you're looking to get one and you want one of the Trailblazers, Stell is better, quite frankly. It's just more goofy and fun. And I love that. I really do love that. Yeah, I mean, I guess if they were, I feel like this is the sort of thing that I'm gonna put on the back burner. And if I come across it IRL at a convention and it's cheaper, I might get it there, because I don't know if this is like the actual price, this $37.99, or it's raised because of tariffs. And if I go to a con, if that's going to be worse, you know, so I don't know. And we're kind of in like a limbo period. If you're a frequent flyer for buying merch, we're kind of in a limbo period right now where maybe if you're more financially inclined, you know exactly what's happening, but I'm not. So as a normie in that regard, I don't really know what's happening with merch prices and where it'll be the cheapest to buy those merch pieces, the prices. So I'm probably being a lot more not lenient, but I guess cautious in buying merch online right now, because I haven't seen merch prices IRL, because also conventions tend to raise prices sometimes. But like the $31 Welcome Tea Party, this Danheng figurine being $31, I paid $20 or less to get the same exact figurine at a convention last year. So I don't, and both were pre-tariffs, right? Because they put this on the shop for $31.99 before the tariffs. So I have no idea what's really happening there. Like, I have the same figurine that I spent at least $10, if not more, less. Like at least $10 less, if not even more dollars than that less. So I have no idea what's going to be happening with that yet, but we can only wait and see. So yeah, unfortunately, I think my first con for this year, oh God, I think my first actual con that I know of off the top of my head, like confirmed, is not until August. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm probably gonna wait and see on these because while I love Sela and Bronya, I don't love Bronya's little figurine, and I do really like Sela's, but I'm just gonna wait it out. I'm gonna wait it out and see, and we'll see what happens. I have seen these before though, and I heavily regretted not buying one of these before. So $16.99 is way too expensive for these. I'm gonna be so real. Hold on, we have to talk about, oh, it's 5 pieces. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, the Critter Pick Run Maze Creation Mini Mystery Bag. These are little blind bags for the little cats, and they had these at Anime Frontier, as well as I think some of the other Honkai Star Rail merch pop-ups they've done. They had these at 2 different booths, by the way, at Anime Frontier. There was a third-party merch booth that had some Star Rail and Genshin stuff, and they had these little mystery bags, as well as the actual Star Rail merch pop-up. At the very least, had some of these on display, so I'm assuming they were also selling them. But I said this, I think, in that vlog. I went day 1 of Anime Frontier to get my pom-pom plushie before it sold out, and just so I knew I had it, and I actually planned on going back later on the convention and never got to that. So I never went back, and I always regretted it because I really wanted, I've been thinking about these little mystery bags for a while, okay? They keep coming up in my brain. They keep occupying space in my brain. And $16.99, 10% coupon. $16.99 for one is outrageous, and I'd be like, the tariffs, that it has to be a tariff thing because that's insane. But it contains 5 pieces, so I don't think that's as bad. I think you get 5 little cats then? I mean, they're pictured 5 here, right? So there is quite a bit. We have, oh, are they repeating? They're repeating. Why did they repeat them? That's weird. So it looks like the lineup then is the Trailblazer Cat Cake, which that one is, it's not specific to Stell or Kalis, so it's just like the trash cat. March, we have Dunhung, not Imbibed or Lune Dunhung, just normal Dunhung. Herda, Runway. I believe the green one is supposed to be Qingchui's cat. Then we have Blade Clara, I think is the next one, followed by Guinai Fen, I think, and Kafka. So I think those are the only ones. But it is in a little blind bag. You get their little cats. They're very cute. Oh, there's a fluffy one. That must be the mystery. Oh my God, the fluffy one is like shiny and fluffy. Oh my God, that's amazing. Oh my God, that's so good. That is freaking adorable. That must be the special one that it's like fuzzy. And then there is also a little storage container you can get for these things. It's literally shaped. So I guess that's if you get the fluffy one to not diminish the fluff. I don't think you need the storage container, quite frankly. But each mystery bag contains 5 pieces, 12 bags per box. There's not an option to buy a box. It's just is normal. And there is the storage can here, and I think it's supposed to be like, it's like the storage can is on this thing, but I can't tell. Okay, so we have standard editions. There is different drop rates for different ones, which is interesting. So Trash Cake, which is the Trailblazer one, is 3 out of 60, as well as, that's the only one that's 3 out of 60. For 2 out of 60, so a little bit more rare, we have Ice Cake, Wisteria Cake, Lambda's Friend, Lucky Snack, Pure Sugar Child, so that has to be Clara, and Troublemaker. Then 5 out of 60, so much more common, is Rice Dumpling, which is Dunhung, and Sesame Cake, which is Blade. And then 4 out of 60 is Shader Cat, so Kafka. There also is Pearl Edition ones though, so I guess those are the ones that are like shiny. Yeah. So there's the Pearl Edition. They have shiny ones, which is all the same. And I think the drop rates are actually identical as well to the non-shiny ones, or like the pearlescent ones. I guess it would be, I'm going to call them the shinies though. And then there is the Secret Edition, which it doesn't even say the drop rate on this. It's probably like 1 out of 60 though, quite frankly. It's Trash Cake, but Secret Edition, and it is pearlescent and flocked, so it's fuzzy. So it also says each full box contains 2 Secret Edition of Trash Cake. The Secret Edition is 2 out of 60 probability. Okay. Duplicates may appear, because I would just want to buy 1 bag, quite frankly. Oh, this is oh, it's big. Okay, so the little can, it's like a cake display tin thing that you put them in. Okay, that's kind of adorable. Oh my gosh. Okay. You know, that actually is kind of cute if you buy multiple, especially. I think if you buy 1 bag, you don't need the tin, but that's cute. Okay. Okay, I see the vision. But the probabilities for Standard and Pearl are exactly the same. So this is like modern day Pokemon rates for getting a shiny. Okay. That's why it's doubled. Okay, because the top rows are the normal ones, and then these are the pearlescent ones, but they are exactly the same. So $16.99 still feels kind of expensive, but you get 5, so it's like $5-ish each with a little bit of extra on there. Or no, I lied, it'd be like $3 each with a little. Okay, but you know what? That's not that bad. That's not that bad. I think though, I feel like maybe at the con it was just 5 pieces, and I didn't even, because I didn't look specifically. Anyways, those are there, and I actually probably will get one of these, just because I was actually gonna get some of the Genshin blind bags, but that was, they released the Genshin blind bags all over the merch shop at the same time as the voice actor debacle, and I kind of got mad and decided not to buy any merch. So I'm actually going to buy quite a few things though, so I probably will just throw one of these in there. Like, yeah, just sure, throw it on top, whatever. But I think I've been thinking about these. I want the Catcakes. So yeah, you can't buy a whole box though. So I don't know, maybe you just have to buy a certain amount of bags, because they do have rates for the whole box. Unsure. Anyways, here's one of the things I want to buy. Not Clocky, but the Aventubird, and I've been waiting for this. I've actually been waiting for the really big one to come in the shop, but it hasn't. So I'm still waiting on that one, but for the time being, like this big giant one, I really want this giant one, but they're not selling it. So I guess I still have to wait for that one, but I'll just buy the normal Aventubird. I forget what they call it on the thing. These do have 15% off coupons. So there is going to be 3 of the birds, the Albert Parlor Series plush display figures. So there's Aventurine, there is the man, the myth, the legend himself, Albert, right there, as well as, oh, there's 4 figures. Okay, I lied because I forgot about Albert. We also have Black Swan as a bird. So there she is. And this is the best one because they gave it a fun name, Raw Bird, like Robin, but a bird. And I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. That's actually amazing. I love that. So yeah, I will say the quality of the Robin one doesn't, like the Robin and Black Swan ones, even the Albert one to a certain degree, the pictures don't look as great. I don't know why they did them so dirty like that. But in terms of, because there's also keychains for about, for $15 instead of $30, so about half the price. And it's the same deal. So there's Black Swan, there is Aventurine, and there is Robert. So I plan on getting the normal size of Aventurine, quite frankly, and that's why I was like, okay, I can add some extra stuff to this. Because also I need to make an Amazon order of some stuff for before going to the Nintendo thing, because I want to bring 2 cameras with me, but I need to, like, one of my old cameras, I lost the cord, so I need to like make an Amazon order anyways. So I've just kind of been waiting. I've just kind of been waiting, quite frankly. Albert is sized differently though. It looks like. I like how the Aventurine one is like not, it's almost like essentially 10 inches tall because of this stupid little floof. That's so goofy. I love that. Same deal with Black Swan is 8 inches instead of 6.7 in I guess it'd be width because of the veil. Albert then? What is the size on Albert? A little bit smaller, but it's about the same height. Nope, not the same height as Aventurine. I lied. But yeah, I've wanted this Aventurine bird for a while, and if I can't get the giant one because it's the global merch store, so be it. I think even because I think they are going to have the giant one at the pop-up for the Star Rail anniversary special screening in California. But y'all, there's no way I'm getting that. I'd have to like space bag that and throw it in my suitcase. Like, there's no way. Like, we gotta vacuum seal that thing. They opened my suitcase at TSA and it's just Aventurine bird. Like, there's no way I can get that home if I went physically to that anyways. So it's fine. I'll get the size one. It's fine. Yeah, as per usual, because I'm doing this on an incognito window, I'm not adding things to my cart because it's not going to matter. This one I forgot was a thing. The clocky clock accessory. Is it an actual clock is my question, because I kind of could use a clock. But also having this in my home kind of scares me, quite frankly. I think it's just like a figurine. Oh my god, wait, no, it does move. The hands are different, but also the face is different. How does this thing work? It wind up. Guys, how does this thing work? You know how like the horror movies with the cursed dolls? This would be my cursed doll. It would just be clocky. Oh my god, wait, is it listed as kids' room decor? Don't put this in your kids' room! They're gonna become possessed! So, 1 default face and 4 interchangeable faces it comes with. Okay. So it looks like the interchangeable faces coincide possibly with the emotions in the game, maybe? Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. Follow instructions to adjust. It has adjustable limbs! This is so cursed. This is a decorative product. The clock mechanism may deviate by about 60 seconds. It is recommended to adjust the clock every 30 days and replace batteries every 6 months. So it is a clock. This thing it doesn't include batteries, but it is a clock. I mean, that's kind of cool, but again, I don't want this in my home. Don't want it in my home. I feel like that is a horror movie plot waiting to happen. I feel like they need to be more clock accessory. Like, they need to be more clear if it's a real clock or not, because I still don't know. I'm pretty sure it is, but they're not really clear about it. But like a clock accessory feels like it's not, like it might not actually be a clock. So the clocky is so cursed. If you don't think, I recommend getting the clocky clock accessory? No, because I feel like, again, like I said, horror movie plot waiting to happen. But if you don't care that much and you really like clocky, I actually think it's quite cool. Like, I kind of want it for my home, but I forget to look at analog clocks, and clocky scares me. So we have the Kafka keyboard. Unlike the Shenhe keyboard that was added to the Genshin merch shop with the last merch update, I think it was the last one at least, or at least the one before that maybe, I actually could get the Kafka keyboard because it does match my setup a little bit better. So the $170 figurine was actually not the most expensive thing in the shop. The 180 key Autumn Switch keyboard is going to be the most expensive thing. Did I say 180? It's 108, but it is $180. This looks like a nice keyboard though, and honestly, truly, 180 for a 108 key custom, in quotations, keyboard like this, I don't think it's that bad, quite frankly. I brought this up when we were talking about the Shenhe one, but the base of my keyboard I got on sale. It's not a 108 key, it's an 87 key. I think I got on sale for about $75, somewhere between $50 and $75, but it is generally over $80. I just got it on sale at the time, because I think they were discontinuing this model and doing another model of it. So that's kind of what happened with mine. But I just have a plain black base. It doesn't have like the spider detailing on it, which I think is so cool. And then alternatively, I have keycaps on mine that did also cost at least, I think I paid, again, somewhere, I definitely paid more for the keycaps than the keyboard base. I will say that. But yeah. So like I said, I don't think 160, 180 is bad for a like decked out keyboard like this. PC parts and things like that, peripherals they can run up really quickly in cost. So yeah, my one thing is I don't think you can buy just the keycaps. You can only get the keyboard with the keycaps already installed. And I think that is my one gripe, is I would love to just buy the keycaps because I'm really used to my base that I have. And so I would prefer to just be able to buy the keycaps, quite frankly, but it looks like you cannot buy just the keycaps. It is hot swappable, so you can pull out your keycaps and input new ones, but can I buy just the keycaps, my guy? The Kafka keycaps would actually fit my setup better than the Shenhua ones we were talking about before. This is a wireless keyboard as well, so you can use it on like other devices. I wish they sold the keycaps because I would love to get some Kafka keycaps, but they don't. So that's my one gripe. But if you are in the market for a new keyboard and really like Kafka, this is actually really nice, quite frankly. And I don't think it's that overpriced, even with the tariffs. So I have a lot of good things to say about the Hoyoverse merch keyboards specifically, because I think they're actually priced generally the going rate of keyboards like this. Like, I don't think they're overpriced for what they are. So yeah, I think certain other things can be overpriced, but the keyboards generally tend to be like that's the going rate for a custom keyboard. So is it unfortunate that they're that expensive? Yes, but it's just what it is. Like, yeah, keyboards be like that. I would have really preferred if they sold the keycaps separately though. So if you already have a keyboard, because I like the base of my keyboard, it doesn't have the sunken in keys. It's all my keycaps are like above the keyboard itself, and I really like how my keyboard looks. It's like a good weight to it. Again, I think this might be plastic instead of like, mine's like a plasticky metal material, so it has some good weight to it. So I wouldn't want to get this keyboard for the sole purpose that I like the base of my keyboard. I like my keyboard a lot, and the switches and everything. I don't want to switch keyboards. I'm very protective over my keyboard here. We're not, nope. So as much as I like this base, I really wish they just sold the keycaps, because I would consider buying the keycaps, quite frankly. All right, we have two more things to look at, and one of them is product that I'm scared about. The Blade Impression Apparel series ring set. And if you look here, there's no guesstimated, first of all, there's no coupon left, and there's also no guesstimated delivery window, meaning this may or may not be coming from a bunk seller, like a fake seller at this point. It does say it can get here by April 18th. I'm really upset because the coupon did initially work with this. The only thing I can think is, girl, the tariffs. They took the coupon off because this is a special product. There is two sizes, a large and a small. I would probably be getting the small size one, but I'm scared because whenever an Amazon listing, pro tip, whenever an Amazon listing is this bare bones, it's a lot more likely that you're gonna get scammed, quite frankly. You might not, you might be totally fine, but I really like rings, and these are really nice. I love the silver as well as the gemstone ring. The gemstone ring is a red agate, so it like is actual gemstone, which I think is really, really cool. And also, I don't think they're charging enough for this, quite frankly. But maybe the silver ring, it's just like a brass ring, so it's a little bit different. The silver ring is an adjustable ring. You can kind of mess with it and make it a little bit larger, but then the red one is entirely locked in there. But I really want this. I really, really want it. Because it even says here, the red agate ring is made from natural stone. That's insane. I love that. I don't think red agate is a particularly very expensive stone, so that's probably why it's like $28.99. But yeah, this one concerns me because I feel like of all the products, I could get scammed with this because I waited too long. And maybe they just need to do a restock or something. I don't know, but I'm scared. What I'm actually doing in another window right now is opening it in my own Amazon account. Yeah, they took off the coupon, but it says that, because I have Prime on mine, it says I can get it if I order in the next 10 hours by April 15th. I'm recording this on the 13th, so I think it's still legit. I do think it's still legit. They just took off the coupon and like some of the info, I think, which scares me because it says it's coming from the Hoyoverse store. So I'm pretty sure it's still legit, but they did remove the coupon, and I'm gonna chalk that one up to tariffs. I really like this though. Because I've said before, like when they've released jewelry before, and I'm like, it's really pretty, but it's not my style. It's blah, blah, blah. I also realized I'm still in the, still in my other window. It's really pretty, blah, blah, blah. But this is something like, this is my style, and it's Blade related. And I really like, Blade is one of my favorite characters. So like, yeah, because the Genuine stuff, I was like, oh, it's pretty, but Genuine, I don't like Genuine that much, like enough to buy like dedicated merch like this, like very like more intimate, like jewelry type merch. Same thing with Shenhua. Like, I don't like the character that like that. I like them, but not like that. Blade, I do. So I want the rings a lot. So this is actually like, of all the stuff, I might even just get the rings. and like a cat cake blind bag. Because the Aventurine bird, I kind of still want to wait and see if they'll release the bigger one, because I do want the bigger one and I don't feel the need to have two. But the rings, I really want the rings, even if I'm gonna have to pay full price, quite frankly. These are really nice. All right, last but not least, we have the Express Travelogue Series Chibi Acrylic Pendants. These are little keychains that also double as acrylic standees. As you can see, they have both the keychain top and the acrylic standee right here. I do have some of these for Genshin characters, quite frankly. Like, they're sitting on my desk. I have one on my desk at work. Like, these do still have the 15% off coupon, but the 4 that were pictured was kind of like the 4 that they have. So there's Fushuan, Bailu, Jinglan, and Mbaibader Lune. We're gonna immediately look at Mbaibader Lune, which is frequently bought with the Danheng Nendoroid. We all have one brain cell, apparently. What I do have to say is I actually am considering buying one of these, the Danheng one specifically, because of the holographic finish on the standee. I think that's really nice. And I might buy a tiny little guy to put on my work desk. I'm not even gonna lie. I really like that. These are quite small, but you can have it as a pendant display or the standee display. I would do it as a standee because I want to put it on my little desk at work. But I really like this finish. The finish is really nice on them, to the point where I would consider getting one of these just because the holographic finish looks so good, quite frankly. And I really like that. Like, I might even buy one of these to put on my car mirror as like the pendant version, because it's like with the light going through, it would be so, it's just so nice. I really like it. Like, the finish is what's selling me. That's really cute. And also, it's $8.99, 50% off. That's not that much. So I might get one. Also, one of my favorite characters in the entire game is here. So it's like, okay, well, I can consider that. That is the merch, though, for the first half of the video. Final consensus, I think my guaranteed things are the ring. And then I will probably pick up a cat cake bag and a little Danheng standee. I wasn't planning on getting one of the Travelogue standees, but the finish on these standees is beautiful. And there's, like, where my desk is situated at work, the sun comes in a certain way and would actually really look so nice with this standee for some part of the day. And I really want it now. I really want it now, so I might get one and put it next to my little shelf standee that I have on my desk at work. They match, all right? They match. What can I say? Unpredictable. But yeah, that is the merch update. I'm gonna record the outro now so that I can make this its own video if it needs to be, or if we end up doing a hand cam, I'm gonna insert that right here. But if not, thank you guys for watching this video. I will have the merch shop linked down below as per usual. It is not an affiliate link. I'm just linking it because I talked about it in this video. If you like this video, make sure to give me a like down below, as well as subscribe for more and click the little notification bell to be notified when I upload new ones. And as always, I hope everyone hatter is having a super lovely day wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye, guys!